Greetings and welcome to this awesome, and I mean awesome, World of Tanks video. Now you might ask yourself, well, I know you don't script these videos, so how do you know it's going to be awesome? Well, that's because I already did this video and it wasn't awesome because it was all gobbledygook, math, theory, and conjecture, etc., etc. And I thought, you know, that's terrible. It's just one of those things. There's nothing better. You know, you might do this or you might do that, or this could happen. Well, let's cut all the baloney and get away from conjecture and go to the real world. So what did I do? Well, I went and took this. This is a U.S. Grant 50. Whoops, there we go. And an Abe Lincoln 5. So there it is right there. There's $50. There's $5. So I took that $55 and I went and bought 3 of these, which is $55 of Xbox cards. Then I took this Thomas Jefferson nickel. All right. And I did this and scratched him like a degenerate gambler freak. And then I went and took this controller and typed in all the symbols and letters to get the credit to do this, and that is buy the cards. Now, the title of this video is, can a $50 22 card set of black cards buy the Iron Arnie? I don't know. It's close. I think based upon my statistical information and observation, I want to say that the black cards usually generate upper 7,000s, maybe 7,800 or a little bit more. I don't know. I never bought them before. I always wanted to do it. I was like, yeah, it was too scary. And I thought, for the video of the Iron Arnie, because I'm trying to help guys decide if they want to get it and how to get it, I said, this is going to be really close, just on the gold coins, on nothing else. So I want to see if this happens. So let's go find out. Let's go actually not to the store. I already bought them. 22 cards remaining. Now, here's the dealio. The one thing I didn't do, I'm going to do this right now. I got to write down my totals, so I'll know, how much I got. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to full screen mode for the thing to do that. And, you'll still hear my voice, obviously. You just won't have to look at me. So my estimation, now guaranteed, is like 6650, I believe, is the number. Guaranteed gold. That's the minimum, the absolute minimum. Now also remember, anytime you get a tank card, you're going to get the minimum gold plus that tank, plus 100,000, plus a garage slot. So it's a 4 items. So just let you know, there's a 5% chance we get a bonus card, and a 10% chance you get a bonus tank, or a prize tank. So we expect really 2 tanks, and really you should expect 1 bonus card to show up. Now anything can happen, okay? You could get 0 or 5 of either one of those, whatever. The highest my friends and myself, or anyone that I've ever seen has gotten is 5 tanks out of one of these packs. I don't expect that. I expect average is 2, a hair above average. Average is 2.2, which is 2. If you did it multiple times, you're going to get a bunch of 2s and maybe a 3. That would round out to the 2.2. So that is the dealio we're dealing with on the black cards. And we're just going to go with whatever happens, tank-wise. Now the question here is based upon non-refund tanks, because everyone's different. You're going to get different tanks than I get. You're going to get different cards than I get. You want to try and keep it, you know, even keel. We're going to tabulate the coins of gold and the tanks, and if there's a refund, any refund that happens, and we're going to separate refunded money, gold, from regular gold, so you can see the ballpark. Like I said, I think it's like 7,800 to 8,000, 7,800 to 8,000, just straight gold. So my estimation is that you're going to need to have 1,000 to 1,500 gold, depending, in your stash. And if you don't, you could just buy cards one at a time if you want to reach that number, however you want to go about doing it. Because the point is, with this experiment, you should get close to the Arnie from this pack, and tanks. A couple of tanks, you know, bonuses is the expected result. So let's find out, shall we? Let me switch this. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to switch this on the fly. There we go. Jackpot. So let's see what we got here. 22 classified. You can't see it, but I'm crossing my finger. Oh yeah, I better show you this one too. Let me come back. This is for you-know-who. He knows who he is. I wear the Infinity Gauntlet ring for good luck. It didn't work for Thanos, but it works for me. So I'm going with it. Back to full screen. Alrighty, let's rock. Big money, big money, big money, stop. Hey, premium day, awesome. Remember, 275 is the minimum in the gold. And 3 times vehicle. Awesome. That was fantastic. That's what we would call a booby prize card. You know, the bottom of the barrel. That is better than bottom of the barrel. 525 plus what is that? 800? 800. That's great. Big money, big money, big money. Stop. Awesome. 425 and times 3 vehicle again. Actually, I said it wrong. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Awesome. That is the top tank in the set. The T103. That, sir, is a jackpot. So for me, the answer is jackpot. The #1 tank in the set. That's unbelievable. So for me, see, when you do this, one of the things that I was talking about in my previous attempt at this video is that it matters how many tanks you get and also the value of the tanks you get. Now, I don't have that. I did not have that tank previously, so I have it now. So the value doesn't necessarily help me unless I get another one, which does happen from time to time. We've all done it at least once. 275 and 3 times 3 boosters, which is good because I'm running low on those. And those are the freebies that I talk about in my other videos, but I'm running low on those because I can use those for my T49 as I work my way to get my Tier 10 Sheridan light tank. So things are going quite well so far. 525 again. That's fantastic. 50,000. So in case you don't know, the rewards are in 3 boxes. But if any two boxes are of the same type, like silver or gold, they'll combine into only one. No whammy, stop. Awesome. 275. 25,000 silver and a day, which is cool. Days are great for me. This is card number 8. I write this down for statistical studies later. Ooh, 525 and 50K. Most likely that was two 25Ks and a 525. Dude, I think I've really done well. I'm going to do well on this stash. $275, now that's a minimum. And 175,000 silver. No complaints. You're going to get quite a few of what you call booby prizes, meaning the lowest gold value, guaranteed 275 in a black card. So, you know, just warning you up front. Awesome! 510, 100K card, which is super awesome, and 100 grand. Super fantastic. We'll get that bonus card later. This is card number, actually on this one it's automatically showing me. This is card number 11 here. Bum, 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 bum. Another day of premium and 425. That's 3 days of premium, which is terrific. I'm up to 109 days. This is card number 12. Come on, baby. Another day of premium, 275. That's 4 days of premium. That's fantastic. And just one 3 times vehicle. But that's so far that's 8 of those 3 times vehicles, which is good. Those things cost the cheapest price to sell them for is like 42 gold. I never buy them. 275. 100,000. Oh, sorry, 50,000. And 2 3 times vehicle. This is card number 14. 525 and 50K. Man, that's great. This is card 15 of 22. No whammy, stop. Wow. 275 minimum. A day of premium, which is great. And 400 free XP. Okie dokie. That's fantastic. This is card number 16. 275. 100K. And 3 times vehicle. This is the epitome of the booby prize. Well, 2 out of the 3 were at the bottom of the, the lowest they could be. This is card number 17. No whammy, no whammy, stop. 275. Now, if you don't know what that's from, I'm having a mental block on the name of it. It's from the 80s. This is, it'll come to me eventually. This is card number 18 of the original 22. $4.25, very good. 2-3 times vehicle boosters. We haven't seen any silver boosters or any commander boosters. Kind of bizarre. But I'm not complaining. I've got 6 days of premium right there, dude. That's awesome. This is card number 19 of 22. We should be getting a tank sometime relatively soon. Starting to get worried. This is what's scary about them. 50K and 3 times booster on vehicle, which is cool. I need those, man. Normally I would not be thrilled, but when you're sitting with that tier 9, actually I have 2 tier 9s, my T49 American light tank, and I have a tier 9 German Jagdtiger. I could use those. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, stop. 275. I have gotten 1 week worth. That's 7 days of premium. 400 XP. Haven't exactly done great on the XPs, but you know, whatever. So we got 2 left. $775. Wow, that's vicious. 25K, but we're down to the final regular card. This is quite nerve-wracking. No whammy, no whammy, stop. Oh, you jerk. 275, 75K, 1200. That is most bogus. Now we got to go back out 1 and come back, and there's the bonus card. 1 key card remaining. Cross your fingers, man. Come on, baby. What a ripoff. Hey, well, it could have been worse. 3 times vehicle. So, this is what I was telling you guys about. There's no guarantees. Now, I was below average on the tank payout. I only got 1. However, you kind of have to look at it from the perspective of, forget your store. All right. The perspective of, okay, let me look at this. Here's the totals. 24,353. The answer is yes, I did score it. 4,304,701 and 246,984. So the answer is a paltry 2,800 free XP, which is no big deal. The answer is 850,000 silver. Correct? I'm sorry, 750. 750,000. Gold. The answer is dun, 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 dun. Okay, yeah, the answer is I did better. I did better than average on gold. I got 8510 gold. So, like I said, you're going to need 1,000 or 2,000 ballpark to pull this Arnie tank off. But I got that Russian 103, the most expensive card in the set. So, what happened is, since I didn't get a second tank, you know, one of those cards, we'll call it the 775. Instead of being 275 in a tank, it was 775, which is like 500 more. So that's, which would make it my 8510 would have been 8,000 even. So I'm thinking it's 8,000-ish, 8,000-ish gold coins. But I raked in 7 days of premium, and geez, 2, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 17, 20 times 3 vehicles, which is very good. So that was all pretty darn good. All right. So the answer to the question was that technically, no, the black card pack is not enough by itself to put you over the hump and get the Iron Arnie. However, it is, like I expected, it was anywhere from I thought 1,000 to 1,500, but let's just say 1,000 to 2,000. So if you got 1 to 2,000 gold in reserve, you could go, to me, like I said, I got 8,510. I think I'm going to take the 775 card and say that was the one I got, the highest value gold card. Take that one and say the 500 extra that I got on that card would have been a tank if there was another tank of any whatever. So I got shafted with one tank, but it was the most expensive tank in the set. So, you know, would you rather have 2 of the bummiest tanks? I think the answer is no. You know, and the lower end tanks would be like the Ripper, the Fighting Girlfriend, or the Hidden Stug. Now I have the Ripper and the Fighting Girlfriend. So it's one of those deals that, you know, there's also a Citadel Tiger Snakebite, which I have both of those. So I'd rather have the T103, which is a much more expensive tank. I think that one is, well, I don't know what it is. Let me pause this and let's go. I'm going to go to the card page and it'll show you what it is. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so this is the T103, you know, tier 8 Russian tank destroyer, which is awesome. I'm glad it's a tank destroyer rather than a heavy tank. I prefer the tank destroyer objectively. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was over 10,000. That's a 10,500 gold value tank. So basically speaking, even though I only got one tank, I'm going to have to call this, you know, whole package a win for me. Even if it's a small win, it's very good because that's a 10,000 gold tank that I got as my bonus. Okay, so the question has now been answered. Oh, actually, that's a T103. Fantastic. Man, look at that kick-ass turret. It's awesome. That is pretty sweet. I didn't realize that it was a turret. I wasn't paying attention, but it's a turret sniper as opposed to, I have ISUs, and those are fixed gun. You got to rotate your body, so this would be fantastic. I see why this is kind of expensive. So, like I said, now statistically, when we analyze this stuff, you know, the main categories: gold, tank prize cards, bonus cards. Those are really the 3 main categories. Tank prize cards, I only got 1. You expect 2, but if you get the top tank card, even though, you know, it's kind of, it's not 2, but it's better than like maybe half of the 2s combined. I don't know. You probably have to get to the top 5 cards really to get, you know, if you have to get something, you know, like at the 5th place or whatever to get 2 to equal that. So it's not 2, but it's as good as 2 of the lower 10 cards probably. So you know, technically we were below average, but the value makes it kind of average. Okay, so we got, basically I want to call this as average, but it is the #1 tank, and so I feel like I won. Okay, that's my gut reaction, is I feel that I did great. 85-10 gold, because we hit the statistical average of 1 bonus card. You know, I thought we were right on average on the gold. You know, 85-10 minus the 500, that because I didn't get a tank. So that's what happens when you get tanks. Your gold coins is here. Okay. When you get tank cards, it's lower. Okay, it's lower. When you only get the average tank cards, your gold's going to be a little bit higher. As you get tank cards, they always give you the minimum gold for the card. So the more tanks you get, the lower your gold goes. So that's why I think my goal was higher. 8,500 I think is probably 500 at least above the average. I thought average was 7,800 to 8,000. So let's call it 8,000 is the average. So I was plus 500 gold, minus 1 tank. But I did get the best tank in the set, and it's a good one and one that I'd like to play. So it makes it, that's why it's a win to me. Now, if you don't like tank destroyers, what can I say? The Russian tank destroyers are very good. I have a bunch of them randomly just from cards, man. I didn't go buy them. So I can't complain. I feel like this experiment was scientifically great. But on a personal note, I did good. I'm not complaining about this at all. So that's the thing I can tell you, is that to me this was a win. Not a big win, okay? And the big wins occur when you get multiple tank cards. So it's kind of, it might actually be a good thing that I only got, it came out the way it came out, because this gives you the direct information that you need to figure out. You really have 2 choices if you want to get that Arnie tank. And the 2 choices are go buy $50 plus tax, 54 change is $55. For 12,000 gold, buy the tank, have a few thousand gold left over to do with whatever you want. That's the safest way. But if you want excitement, and you know, it's exciting to go through the cards like I did, and I got some killer bonuses. 7 days of premium, 20 times 3 vehicle bonuses, which is awesome. That's like 850 goldish ballpark, which is like fine with me. I don't buy those, but I will use them and consume them, and then they just vanish. So they just disappear. That's why I don't count those as the quote gold value. But so what you saw is I got 8,500 gold. I got the top most expensive tank in the set. And that in itself is well above average. Okay, you're not going to do this. I didn't even think that I could get this. I went and wrote down the list of the tanks because I couldn't remember it. And that's why I was like, oh, dude, that was awesome. So for me, the answer is I won it doesn't technically cover the price of a 9170. I would be 660 gold short with what you saw here of buying the Iron Arnie for 9170. But I think that realistically, the closer you were, say if you had gold from long haul cards or season cards in the 2000 range, it should be all be almost guaranteed. If you got 2000 gold, I'm going to say it's almost guaranteed that you'll have enough to buy the Arnie with all the extra bonuses you're going to get. And that's the thing. Now, they are random. So there's the randomness versus specifically getting exactly what you want. So it's a tomato and tomato. All right? You got to make up your own decision. Me and all my friends, this is how we do it. There's excitement. Now, and for me, I do it and make videos about it, which, lets other people share in our expertise and the excitement that they can see, wow, dude, that was awesome. Okay, so we only do it this way. We don't go and buy 12,000 gold, or 25,000 gold. Never. Because there's no excitement. There's no chance of you scoring. Okay, and I call this a score. That's a 10,500 gold tank. So, and now it wasn't this specific score I was looking for, but I was looking to score any positive score. 2 tanks. It would be essentially, 8,000 gold plus 2 tanks. Man, that's solid. But there's always the chance that you get more. And that's the thing. There's always a chance you're going to get more than just, I only got 1, but it was the best one. That's a score for me. So you think whatever, this is the information. I'll give it to you again. 8,510 gold, 750,000 silver, 2,800 free experience, whatever. 7 days of premium time. All right. That was great to me. So I'm now up to an all-time high of 113 days. And that's one of the things that, like I said, once you buy a couple of months, I only bought 2 months of premium at Black Friday because in my statistical analysis observations, that put me above the magical line of wherever I needed to be in the I'm never going to need to buy it again. You cross that number and, there are going to be bad months and then good months. Okay? So that's the thing. But 8,500 gold, 750,000 silver. I don't even count that really. But you need to know it. All right? 750,000 silver, garbage, 2,800 free experience, whatever. But 7 days of premium, good. 20 times 3 vehicle boosters, fantastic. I was almost out. Actually, let's see how many I have. Times 3 vehicle boosters, I have, now I have 26, but I had 6. So, jackpotto. So I won again because I needed those for my tier 9 tank destroyer and my tier 9 light tank. So to me, this was a winning purchase. You make of it as you will. Look at this as a template and go, it's good enough to take, to roll the dice. Because what I would do if I needed to buy the Iron Arnie, which of course I don't because I already have it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. That's the Object 780 that I was talking about. This is from the season. Oops. Let me correct that. I just realized, no wonder that thing looked awesome. It was the wrong one. Stupid. All right, here we go. Now we're in business. This is my Heavy Metal Heroes ISU 130. I got this from a long haul card, blue, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. This is the one that I got, the T103. This behemoth. Man, that's a beast. But again, it is a turret tank destroyer. So that's pretty good. And that is a monster, isn't it? So that's pretty cool. Let's do this. I hit the wrong button. There we go. What is that? 40. That's not bad. The steel concealment, man. Yeah, whatever, dude. You can't camo that jerk. It's too tall. It's like camoing a water tower. So look at the size when you compare the pictures on the bottom. This thing is way taller. Jeez, it's almost one turret taller. So that's fantastic. So like I said, I consider this a win. This is a template. You know, if you were gonna do this like I just did, I would say 8,000 is the correct expectation for gold coin. Plus tanks, plus cards, if any. Plus the other items you could get, boosters, you know, the silver, etc. You have to make your own call whether you think this is it. Because my thinking is that if it was me, if I didn't have the Iron Arnie, to get it, I would just have to probably buy, well, really, let me see. I need 660. Well, 4 blue cards would be 600. Okay. You know, almost nobody has 0 gold. So basically, I'd probably have to buy 2 more black cards or, you know, 4 blue cards to fill it in. Or you could gamble on 1 red card, and if that didn't work, get 1 red and 1 blue, and that would be 425 plus 150. That's 575. That's not enough. So 425, a black and a red would be 275, and 425 would be 700. So there you go. A black and a red would do it. And that would be $5 for the red and $3. So another $8 if you want to do it that way. Whatever. But you could just buy a handful of cards to get enough. Because remember, every time you buy a card, there's a 10% tank and a 5% extra card. So that's the excitement. There's an excitement value you get. And I'm lucky. I make videos of it so you can see it and share it, the excitement, and see what it's like firsthand. It's really pretty fantastic, especially when you get a great tank like this one. So that's your template. Make of it as what you will and see what you think. So thanks for watching the video. Please like it, subscribe, do the notification, tell your friends, check out my other videos about the free tanks that are available. Come back for sure Christmas Day. I have card openings on Christmas Day. And you know, I guess that's pretty much the end of this. I'll see you guys in the next one.